Recording. That took a second to figure out. I don't know why it switched that and changed. Hello, everybody. Well, this is the second recording because the first one didn't take. For some reason, I don't have a clue. What I wanted to start off with today was just a little bit of something that I've noticed in PvP. This friend of mine and the leader of the guild I'm in. Now, used to go back and forth all the time. He'd win, I'd win, we'd trade off. But lately, I've had a slight problem that I don't know why. But for some reason, if you watch here, my clock will go first. And let me put it on auto. My character goes, his character goes, but then my clock goes, then his clock goes. Yet my boost doesn't go in to my clock. And his team goes after my clock goes. For some reason, my clock is not boosting my speed's team. I don't know what happened to the game there. I used up all my scrolls already on the last recording because I showed it like 3 or 4 different times just to show that it constantly happens. But my clock's not kicking off. It's like his team gets the boost instead of my team. So, I mean, if somebody knows what's going on, please let me know. Obviously, my clock is faster, and my team's pretty decent speeds. But I'm going to turn in this Ranger Hard real quick and see what I can do about gaining some armor here in a minute. There we go. I even put on this axe here, which has a 30 speed boost over the 20. But the axes only have 310, where the sabers have 420. So in PvP, I try to equip the saber before I start. But in PvE, I replace the saber with the axe. Main reason for that is because this down here increases all allies' physical attack on the battlefield by 15%. Very helpful, especially when you're going into the GVH. I wanted to open up some books today. However, I don't think anybody except for myself is online. Let me find out real quick. We'll see what's going on in Discord. In the Icebreaker, if you're on server 4, go ahead and search for the Icebreaker Summon of Glory server 4. Join us in there. We can help each other out. We have gold boosts that we kick if you're in the Icebreaker. Summoning parties, which what I'm going to do here now is show you what we do. And that'll take a second. Oops, and I can't type today for some reason. And we'll see about getting some people over here. I'm going to move back to the blacksmith. See if we can't get some people to help out and do some epic opens. If not, well, or if we only get a couple, then I'll log in a couple of alts that I use for opening epics. I used to play them all the time, but since the update has failed to drop and it still takes forever and a day to level your tunes, I got kind of tired of playing 3 different tunes at the same time. You wonder how that happens? It's all through BlueStacks. And I can do that and open up both windows. Shrink this one into the corner. Let's go ahead and shrink that down. Another thing I like to do when I'm streaming, though, is to go ahead and take the stream window so that I can see the chat over here on the side. What people's talking about, if they got any questions for me, and do my best for that. Now let's get these open. Pop up Discord here real quick. I can shrink that a little bit. Nope, just can't. See, one person open. BS being the blacksmith. Get my two people on that I haven't logged on in probably a week or two now. Just because I got tired of running 3 characters, and it does take a lot of extra time. You notice they're sitting there waiting. That's where I put them last time. Last time they were in, that's what they did, was help me open. A couple of people are probably surprised that I stopped Tasha as well, because she is fairly advanced. She did do well in some of the PvP arenas when I ran her in there. Put a lot of time and energy into her. However, Bones here is not quite so advanced, even though he can currently do well. If everybody was to come back, he would not even hit top 10. Let's see if, oh, that one crashed. So let's bring, and that one crashed. Wow. I don't know what's going on today. Maybe because I have Raid Shadow Legends playing in the background. Oh, I did. It's not there anymore. I don't know why it's crashing. It's because of a little bit of extra lag. What's going on here? Some people may not know what BS means, so I'll just type it out wrong this time. Okay, come on. Log back in. Don't know what's going on with the servers. Maybe the stream is like that's why both my people crashed. But if that was so, then my main would have crashed too. So maybe because the main was open first, it didn't. Usually it does do this. Like I said, I don't know what's going on, why it would do that. But we got one guy who's going to help open books. We're just waiting for anybody else we might be able to get. Let's check the lag settings here, or everything's disabled and on low settings for that one. How about this one? Same thing. Check the main. Yes. Oh, there we go. See, sound effects disabled. I don't know if it'll make much of a difference, but let's go ahead and shut it off. See if that helps with lag on the other two accounts. We don't have anybody else or anybody currently viewing, but hopefully we get somebody, and this might help them out a little bit. I am going to be running, like I said, GVH here in a few. Let's try it one more time here, but let's go up in a general chat. Maybe somebody's up in there. Okay, this is the good part about being able to open so many windows. I can still monitor those and get the rest of them going. And while we wait, I know I don't play these very much anymore. Well, actually, I don't play them at all anymore. But if I'm logged in, I might as well go ahead and get the goodies, because when the update drops, I may very well change my mind, and it may be worth it to run these other two again. So you don't really have to do anything there. Just open it up and then you'll get your vigor potions. A lot of people do get annoyed when you constantly send them invites to play a game they don't want to play, so I don't do it. I just shrink it out. Let's get the weak one too. Like I said, it's been a while since I logged in any of these guys. These two have been on vacation. Still trying to get somebody else to show up. Need one more person to open these. All those red dots drive my OCD insane. So I'm trying to make sure I cancel them all out so it's not driving me away. Okay, with that done, let me send. Let's see if Guru may very well be around, but just not looking at the screen. And that one crashed yet again. I'm starting to wonder if I don't have an update going on somewhere. I just did an update. Well, let's close out a couple of these. It does tend to have something to do with the issues because Steam and Raid's windows being open both at the same time do tend to take up some bandwidth. So now that we got those closed, maybe we'll fix that problem there. I know Steam does a lot of auto updates when you do that. When it's open. Okay, so Natasha's back in. We do have a couple of people in Discord, but maybe they're not, paying any attention. Let's see. Yeah, Drew is not answering. It is the weekend, so people may be gone. This online used to be a lot fuller, but because of the lack of the update being done, more and more people stop playing. I'll just show you all the offline people. That's quite a list to scroll on, and all those people used to be on daily, all the time. But there is a current problem with that kind of stuff, and it's not all happening. They're not fixing it, and I have been told that we'll know something new within a week, and I, for one, can't wait. I'm excited to see if one of my favorite games will finally get the update that it much needs. And we'll see how we get to play on it. So we'll see in a week, and then a little bit after that, we'll have another update from some of the helpers and the publishers, and they'll let us know what's going on. But one of the publishers let me know today that they have a meeting within a week, and then they should know a lot more at that point. So cross your fingers. Mine are crossed. I think I'm even crossing my toes when he told me. Just hoping and wishing. This is one of my favorite games, and I'll continue to play it until, well, that point when I finally say, okay, enough is enough, and I'm going to stop waiting on them. But it helps me wake up in the morning, gets my mind going, makes me start thinking, gets me ready to meet the world. So I like playing it. I like doing all that. I'm going to try to do one more shout out here. See if we can't get that assistance that I'm needing so badly right at the moment. I'm not going to open books if I don't have enough people to open them. The main reason for that is because the more people you have when you open an epic, the higher the percentage chance is of getting a really good Phantom. if I don't hear something back from somebody here pretty soon, I am going to go ahead and go do some GBH. Oh, Symphony just logged in. Let's see if he wants some free gold books or not. Every time I open an Epic book, the people who help me open it get a gold book, which helps them keep their people going. Might take him a second to log in, kind of hoping he responds, but we'll just have to wait and see. Doesn't look like he's logging into the game, but not even I show, that I'm playing this game at the moment, so that doesn't mean nothing. May have to do this a little bit later. I think that's what I'm going to do, so we can get over to running some GBH since we don't have enough people to open. Let me tell Reacher thank you. I will try again later. And I will go ahead and log these two out. Like I said, I'm not playing them anymore. They do help open epics since not as many people are playing. And we'll go ahead and open this full screen. Go to Shadow Basin. Instance Ghost Vault. As you notice, I got the axe back on. Let's go ahead and flip it to hard, enter instance. Now, I do pretty much run the meta in here. Coming soon, the biggest joke of all. That's been saying coming soon, and that's, what we talk about on their Discord, on our Discord, how disappointed with coming soon we are. We've been hearing that for months now. And that's why everybody's been quitting the game, because they're tired of waiting. So they're going to go find a game where the developers are actually, well, these ones produce the stuff. They just haven't initialized it into the game. It kind of makes you wonder whether they're just trying to soak as much out of the old as they can before they release the new. We understand, as a gaming community, that you don't always get the updates as fast as you want them. But they have been telling this same thing for so long that a lot of people are done waiting on them, and they're just going to go play games that don't need so many fixes. And that's, the big thing about Summoner's Glory is it does need a lot of fixes. Some of the people have just gotten tired of waiting. It takes forever to level your phantoms. I've been playing on server 4 since about 2 days after it opened. And as you see, I have one 200, which is one Evo 8, one Evo 7, and two Evo 6s on here. That's my main team. Well, I had other ones, and I do still have some in my vault, but those are ones I'm not willing to give up to feed into these guys. So I don't have all Evo 8s going across the board. It takes a long time to level up your people. That is the biggest thing that needs fixed. We've been told that that's going to be dealt with, along with many, many other issues. Yet at this point, none of those issues have been released to the public due to stuff behind the scenes that is going awry, and they are working hard to fix those. Yet nothing at this point has been done to, release those fixes that have been made, um, due to other issues behind the scenes. So at this point, what I'm doing is I'm trying to build my armor set back up. I switched armors at one point and got rid of the armor I had in favor of more damage on this new set, and that's what I've been doing lately, is that building up armor, running GVH, getting pieces to smelt down, and use those to get better armor for my character. Meanwhile, I'm also creating new runes for my phantoms so that they get stronger, along with taking up phantoms so that I can take my other phantoms up. Like Clock and Puppeteer desperately need to get to Evo 7 and then Evo 8. Merlin could use an Evo 8 just so he gets all that extra damage and hit points kicked. As you can see, some of these guys are doing a little bit more than what they should, simply because my guys are so low on the Evo. But there's not much that actually slows this team down. This is the meta currently. There's another, also you could switch out Bloody Overlord for Goddess Zoe. That is what a few different people use. I have also seen Bloody Overlord with Ankh. I put my Ankh in and tried it out the other day. Works well. Works very well. But the problem with it is it does take Ankh so long to build up her and use her attack. With Bloody Overlord, he gets to do his boost and then attacks immediately afterwards. Ankh, she does her boost and then she has to wait one complete turn before she actually gets to attack. See, the only way she gets to go as fast is if somebody hits her and she survives, and then she gets to counterattack. She has a 60% chance to do her big ability after she's attacked. I can show you what I mean by that here in a second. As soon as they get done beating Ghost Ruler Sevilla, we'll so we got Puppeteer and Bloody Overlord and Merlin and the Clock. Now one combo I have considered, since Bloody Overlord and Goddess Zoe do not work well together, is putting together Ankh and Zoe. It would give me the extra healing from Zoe and the mega attack from Ankh and Clock's boost. Let me show you what I mean here. Because Ankh gets a really big boost here that goes up to 200, gives her a 260%. But she has to wait one turn before she can use her big slash, which this is what does most of the damage to most people. Mine's not in because she is still 160. I had to get Merlin up there so that I could run Ghost Vault more efficiently and still keep in Bloody Overlord. My Goddess Zoe has a long ways to go, since I am trying to get my mains up to Evo 8. These other ones have to wait. He's Evo 7, she's Evo 6, he's Evo 4. I'd love to take her up, even though people say she's not as useful in PvP, but in PvE I could see a lot of bonuses for. Dracula, same thing, a lot of bonuses in PvE, not so much in PvP, not so much even in Ghost Vault. So let's get back into the vault here. I'm going to run it a few times today. I'm not going to stay on the whole time. But I did want to show you what running this can do for you. This is primarily for newer players because the older players already know it. This combo here is pretty much the meta at the moment. He gives everybody a speed boost. She puts defense down. Merlin gives a plus 30 attack, 30% attack. And then Bloody Overlord just takes advantage of all of it and deals out massive damage. So I'm going to set this to go one more time. That's pretty much all I needed, all I wanted to say at the moment. Highlight these guys, show what the meta is for the people who don't have them yet or who are struggling to find a good combination, and let them know what's available out there for them. There are other combinations that work well together that can get you going, but when you get the chances, you can farm fragments for Bloody Overlord. You can farm fragments for Merlin. Clock's pretty easy to get. Puppet is hard to get because she's only from events or from other people who donate fragments to you. But there's other ones you can throw in there because Sea Conqueror, she does do defense down also, but it's only on single target. So most people go for Puppet not only for the AoE defense downs, but also because with the right armor she hits really hard, as you saw in the PvP with Group. His Puppet is ruthless. She kills my whole team, and I still don't know how she does it, but that's his secret for the moment. With that said, I hope that everybody enjoyed the stream. Don't forget to like it to show me whether it was good or not. Y'all have a good day, and thank you very much for joining.